Hello and welcome back to another Trading Diaries episode. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. I was doing a lot of studying just before I decided to throw the camera on because it's currently 12:25. I'm using my phone to record again, otherwise I would show you guys what the time is, but it's 12:25, like 12:30 at night. Oh, my bad, sorry. Yeah, it's 12:30 at night right now, and I really need to go to sleep because I have work tomorrow. But I wanted to talk to you guys because I feel like I've had a little bit of a realization. I think I'm too stressed. I don't know. I feel like sometimes when I film these videos, it feels so useless because it feels like I don't have any thing of value to kind of share. But I guess it's more of like a relatable thing, just to show the transparency and that it's okay to feel this way, I guess. But I don't know if it's a normal thing because no one shares it, that's the thing. But I'm just gonna take the assumption that it's normal because I don't understand sometimes. I feel like if you have a mentor, maybe, I don't know. I'm conflicted. But yeah, I feel like at the moment I'm going through a psychological issue that I feel like a lot of traders go through, and I feel like it can cause, from what I've observed from other traders' journeys, from what I've observed from other traders' stories, from what I've observed from the videos that I've watched about trading psychology and why traders fail. Because, I heard that statistic that 90% of traders fail or something, 95%, and I immediately was like, just went onto YouTube and was like, why do traders fail? And the most common things that I could find, I'm just playing with my bonnet. The most common things that I could find was, there's a really loud noise outside. It's really distracting me. Anyway, I'm gonna try and ignore that. But one of the most common reasons was strategy hopping, and honestly, I can't think of it off the top of my head, but just, your greed, FOMO, and your general psychological issues. But specifically for beginner traders, one of the main things was strategy hopping, or trading too many instruments at once, jumping in with way too much size, jumping in not understanding things fully. And I feel like I've tried my best, and I've been trying my best to avoid all of those issues. But at the same time, when you're also a beginner trader, and obviously because I'm documenting my journey, I don't feel like it's that different. I feel like there's probably plenty of beginner traders out there that also watch other beginner traders trying to succeed in trading, and you see them get their massive wins, and it's when you're a beginner, you kind of look at yourself and you go, what am I doing wrong? Where is the issue here? And I feel like that's what I've been doing, and I feel like that's what's caused me to be so spiral over not having enough entries. And I had a lot of people call me out on it, which I'm really, really appreciative of. A lot of people said you don't need that many entries, just keep doing what you're doing. The market conditions aren't good. And I really, really appreciate those reminders because I feel like with documenting my journey, I get a lot of people, majority of people that will go, oh, you should change your strategy to do something that will give you more entries, or you're missing out on all of these opportunities. Most of the time it won't be in the comments, but it'll be a lot of my DMs just being you're missing out on this, you're missing out on that. And it's I know. I can see it on the chart every single day that I sit out on the chart and there's been a big move. I can see that I've missed the move, and it's I don't know. I feel yeah, just not trading and then seeing other beginner traders have massive wins, but then keeping in mind this is what I feel this is why I'm documenting my journey the way I'm documenting it, because I feel there's so many beginner traders that this isn't to put shame on other beginner traders or anything like that. I have an itch on my elbow, by the way. That's why I'm moving my arm around so much. It's something stinging me. But I feel what is kind of hard when you're a beginner and you're watching other beginners is a lot of other beginners, they won't show their losses or they won't show the whole journey. They'll just show the successful parts of it. And also the algorithm, they will only show you the wins. So you know those like the videos that you interact with. I mean, if you're gonna interact with a bunch of like people losing a bunch of trades, you're obviously gonna probably get more of that. But a lot of us will be watching people succeeding in their trades, and I feel like the algorithm, it just, yeah, I feel like it doesn't show the losses a lot of the time. But there's been so many beginner traders that I've compared myself to, like strongly compared myself to the point where I'm like, should I be switching my strategy? Like, I feel like I'm doing this whole thing wrong if this person's able to do X, Y, and Z in this period of time. And it's unfair to compare myself like that, because it's like I found a strategy that works for me. I'm really happy with my strategy, and like slow and steady wins the race. Not that it's competition, the only person I'm competing with is myself, but like slow and steady is best, and you know, taking your time is best. And yeah, obviously, like I also see the other side of it, where I see beginner traders who will strategy hop and just be in a cycle of strategy hopping for like months and get overwhelmed and quit and then come back. And then I see traders who will just be buying evals over and over and over and over and over again. And that's when I see them getting, you know, the big wins. It's like how I made $1,500 today as a beginner trader. Like, how are you making that money as a beginner trader? That's like kind of the reaction that I've been having. And it's because of like, you know, taking these evals and getting funded, blowing funded, restarting evals, failing evals. Like, it's frustrating. It's not frustrating to me because I feel like I can see a lot of it and I can see through it. I still compare myself like everyone else, but I feel like I can see through it to a certain level. But it definitely paints this picture, especially when you're already in a dark place in your trading. Not that I'm saying that I'm in like a really, really dark place or anything. It's just I'm going through the same struggles that I'm sure a lot of other people are going through. But um, I feel like, yeah, I feel like with, obviously I can see through, you know, the wins, because with wins comes losses, and that's just a part of trading as well. Like, it's not to say that that anyone's a bad trader because they take a loss or because they blow an eval or anything like that. Obviously not. All of it's a part of the journey and all of it's learning, but I think it's just that comparison that is really, it really hits hard for certain types of people, which I'm not just going to say it's hitting me hard, because I know it's not just me. I know there's plenty of people out there that are experiencing it too. And I'm not trying to self-pity myself, like being like, oh, I'm just comparing myself so much. Oh, all these people are winning and I'm just losing. Like, no, like I know there's other people out there that are feeling the same thing. So I just really am like mainly making this video to kind of just be like, you know, everyone experiences it, and just stick to what you're doing, because that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not coming at this from a point of view of like, yeah, stick to the plan and you'll make $1 million like me. Like, no, I'm obviously going through it at the moment, and a lot of you guys have picked up on it. And if you haven't, I mean, here's me being open and transparent. Like, I've been so conflicted with ICC. I've been trying to like understand how trades by side trades, let alone but not let alone, sorry. I've been trying to my English, I don't even know how to say it. I've been trying to understand how trades by side trades, but I'm not keeping in mind that he has 5 years of experience in the markets, and I just need to stick with the ICC setup that he's shown us and shown the world, and it's amazing. Like, the strategy that he's shown is amazing, but I just, yeah, like seeing other traders like make these massive wins, and then seeing trades by side take these trades that I'm not seeing, it's like it's fine again, because he has 5 years of experience and he's experienced. He knows how to trade pure price action and pure market structure. Me, as a beginner, I need a little bit of guidance. I need a little bit more structure. I need that indication, correction, and continuation setup to be taking entries. To be honest, I'm not at that level yet. but I'll get there one day. I'm still going to try and, like I said in my last video, I'm still going to try and learn how to read the reactions that he trades and how to understand it from his point of view and the way that he trades. I think it's just useful. I just think it's a better idea than just taking the surface level. When X does Y, then buy. I don't know if you guys understand what I mean when I say that, but I just mean like, like indicator strategies. I'm a beginner. I'm not in a position to hate on any strategy. Everything works. But there's certain indicator strategies that I've seen where, price crosses the EMA and the volume profile is doing this, or the MACD is doing this, and the RSI is here, and then you press buy, and it's like, yeah, that's not really what I want to do, because I just want to understand everything on a deep level. That's not to hate on people who do that, because I'm sure some of them work. But anyway, yeah, I was kind of just came in here to say that. And I also wanted to share with you guys, I'll be doing a trade recap probably tomorrow. I always try and do it tomorrow I always try and do it the following day, because I have to go to sleep midway through New York session, unfortunately. Luckily, I can stay up for the AM session, like the morning part of New York. But yeah, I have to go to sleep halfway through, because yeah, time zones don't work, and I have to work a day job, unfortunately. But yeah, I wanted to share with you guys that I actually got a win on NASDAQ from forward testing it. I had put a position up and paper trading, obviously. That's another thing that I'll talk about in a second. But I put a position up. I was like, all right, when price hits here, I set a few alerts around about where I wanted to take my entry, but I knew once price broke this structure, I wanted to see it go down to this level, and it literally, as soon as New York came in, was just straight to that level. It was so good. So yeah, that was my neck starting to hurt, but that was definitely a win for today. And yeah, when it comes to even adding new instruments, I just decided to do this process. I wasn't really told to do this process, but I figured that I would just do it this way, because I heard that a lot of beginner traders will end up trading a bunch of instruments and get overwhelmed and not master the instruments individually. And that's why I've kind of gone through this process with adding another instrument into my trading instead of just going straight to live trading something that I've never traded before. Because obviously every single instrument has its own price action, its own habits, its own like little, like what's called quirks or something. Like every instrument's going to move slightly differently. So I've been trying to kind of understand how NASDAQ is moving, and yeah, it's definitely been educational. It's built up my market experience, but it's also, this is like the main thing that I want to talk about. Like, this video is getting a little bit long, so I won't talk about it for too long, but also adding this instrument in is like okay, I feel like I have to backtrack a little bit. Like, trading the one instrument being gold, because I've been trading gold for the last 3 months, and just trading that one instrument has taught me to be so patient and to analyze on a deep level instead of just skimming over, if that makes sense. Like, imagine if I was trading 3 different instruments. Like, for example, I was trading EU, gold, and NASDAQ. Hopefully one day I'll get to try EU, but let's say I'm doing those 3 and I go to do a morning analysis, and I spend like 5 minutes on each, and then I move on, and I write a few notes, but then that's it. And then the trade recap, same thing, 5 minutes each one, and yeah, moving on. But what I've had to do with gold is I've pretty much had to like, my neck is so sore, hold on, I actually can't be doing that. But yeah, let's say I spent 5 minutes on each of those things, reflecting just for 5 minutes. Trading just one instrument has allowed me to like dedicate like 10-15 minutes just for one instrument, which sounds, obviously it might be a little bit excessive, but for me, I think it's actually helped with my analysis, because now I've like learned how to analyze things on a deeper level and how to look into things further. And then even when it comes down to like my patience, like it's definitely helped my patience, because it's like I have to be patient enough to know that I am just not going to get an opportunity, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know if that does make sense, but like with gold obviously hasn't shown very many opportunities. I obviously took that one, like, I call it a psychological error, because I knew deep down that it wasn't the right trade to take, so it was definitely a psychological error in my mind. There was a few technical things that I had missed, but again, it really came down to psychology, the loss that I took last month. Overall, again, it was green, but I did take one silly loss at the end of the month. But yeah, that one loss that I took was due to me not being patient, but I've had to be patient throughout the whole month, and yeah, just be happy with like not taking a trade and sitting out of bad price action. And I feel like it's just taught me a lot, and it's definitely built a better trader muscle, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like trading is almost like a muscle. You almost have to like exercise it, build it, and I feel like taking that loss on at the end of the month was definitely needed. It was like a good humbling experience. It was a good reminder that, psychology is something that needs to be worked on. It can't just be, tick the box and move on. Like, you have to continue with it. But yeah, and then I feel like there was one more thing that I wanted to mention in terms of the instrument addition. Oh, with this extra instrument now, it's kind of helped me be even more patient and more like, it's kind of helped me calm down in a way, because it's like I can be patient with both instruments, and the instruments might give me one instrument might give me an opportunity one day, one might give it the next day, if that makes sense. It's allowed me to be like almost more picky with my trades, I'd say, because I'm not looking for entries, I'm just allowing them to show up. Because if I was picking apart both of the instruments, it just wouldn't make sense. I'm just waiting for the ideal high time frame level. And it's also given me a whole new perspective on swing trading, because I've always for some reason envisioned swing trading. I'm not saying that I'm trying to swing trade. I would call myself I'm in and out within like a few hours. I only hold probably for a few hours. But I mean, swing trading, it's given me a whole different perspective, because if you swing trade and you trade like, say, like 3-4 instruments, you're bound to get like a few setups a week. And like, you could be holding those positions for like a few weeks. Like, I think that's pretty good. Or like, I don't know how long swing traders are usually looking to take a trade for, but I don't know. I'm not really well versed in like the swing trading space. I'm more in the day trading space, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. Um, Perspective switch when it comes to swing trading, because yeah, it is like, I don't know. Now I'm kind of understanding like why everyone's like swing trading is better. Like, I'm starting to understand that, even though I do like my intraday trading and I will be sticking to that. But obviously, Trace by Sai, his strategy is like a swing trading strategy, so technically you could classify me as a swing trader, but I don't really think I am at all, because I've never held a trade for longer than a day, I don't think. But yeah, I think I held one overnight, but that was just about it. But yeah, anyway, that's my trading diaries episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are appreciating the transparency. I've had a lot of good feedback in in regards to the transparency, and yeah, I do want to keep it up. I want to make sure that I'm sharing everything, and that, I really am just kind of advocating for, I don't know, I don't even know where I was going with that, but like, I just want to make sure that I can be, hopefully, just like that one person, or hopefully there's more than me, but hopefully I can be one of those people who can actually show you the quote unquote reality, or I don't know, help you know that you're not alone, and that some of the things that you're experiencing are things that others are experiencing, and you don't have to feel like you need to change your strategy, or that you need to, I don't know, trade a million instruments at once. Like, yeah. Anyway, it's 12:45 now, so I probably won't get to sleep till 1 and I have to work tomorrow. But anyway, I'm going to try and get this video out for you guys now, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow. Bye.